Hey fashionistas, this is Carlos Marrero and you are watching It's Happening Out. Stay tuned because we're going to spill the tea.
So let's move into our big headlines of the week. First off, in our headlines, our news, we talked about abortion last week, and especially in Georgia, and it's kind of sweeping across the South. Disney and Netflix have announced this week that over issues in Georgia and in Florida, they're considering a pullout of filming in the state. As you can see here, I haven't heard the final of the breaking news and what's been going on in Missouri because the decision was delayed. But if the court does not side with Planned Parenthood, there will be no abortion clinics in the state of Missouri. And there is backlash growing of businesses that are saying that they're going to boycott the states that implement these kind of policies. What do you all think about what's going on in entertainment and businesses' support or lack of support?
Well, also, the Walking
moves?
Dead franchise is threatening to pull out of Georgia, which would big,
huge.
Big impact.
Yeah. Well, and no abortion is a good reason to pull out, girl. I'm just saying.
Yes. I mean, you know, I just feel that it's outrageous to me that Republicans or conservatives would have this much umbrage and outrage when it comes to abortion and when it comes to heartbeat. It's the heartbeat bill is what in Georgia. That's the state that all these companies are kind of boycotting. But transgenders have heartbeats too, and they don't seem to. There's no outrage or umbrage for them.
Not me, but most of us do.
Babies and children's locked up in cages right now have heartbeats too. There's no umbrage or outrage for them. School kids that have have heartbeats before they are shot dead in school massacres. They also have heartbeats. There's no outrage or umbrage for them. But you know, as long as you're in the pussy, you know, they seem to have all the care in the world. As soon as you pop out, they can't be bothered. So, you know, I just think that it's absolutely ridiculous. I actually am pro-life. However, I also believe that you can still be pro-life and still be more for women's rights and pro-choice. I don't think that abortion should be just used willy-nilly as some type of contraceptive or birth control, but at the end of the day, it is a woman's choice, a woman's decision what to do with her health, her body, her future, and
your
herself.
point comes right to the point of what's going on in America, which is our headline. These laws are designed to get to the Supreme Court quickly.
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court is going to make a decision, and they're going to evaluate Roe v. Wade, and we're going to find out what is happening in terms of
I think even
this
a bigger issue is that, you know, when this happens, can this same strategy be used to overturn or to get the courts to look at other things
Like
that have
marriage.
You mean companies getting big companies
Yes.
getting involved
Exactly.
to change the dynamic?
Yeah. It is definitely an issue on the Supreme Court. Other headlines in the news: Maine. The state of Maine becomes the first state this week to ban Native American mascots in all public schools. If you're a Seminole or some other kind of related Native American mascot, it's now illegal in the state of Maine. What do y'all think?
It's about damn time. I mean, come on, like, people are not mascots. People are not caricatures, you know. When we have, you know, the Florida fags running around and playing football, then, you know, we'll have that conversation too. We gotta be better about humanizing people. Humanizing humans should not be that difficult of a conversation.
Hey, I don't want to take away from your point, but a very good friend of the show, Chi-Chi LaRue, is watching right now. We say hello to
Hey, girl.
Chi-Chi. Other big headlines in the news this week is, of course, a Virginia mass shooting, and let's watch another video on another mass shooting. Basically summarizing that in Virginia Beach this week, 11 people were killed. Am I the only person that has become numb to this? When I heard this news, I feel terrible for saying this, but it was like, and I am directly affected by a mass shooting, and I felt like, it's what goes on in America.
You become desensitized.
I'm just desensitized to it.
I want to see what the statistics are.
When
people
is
that were
enough
affected
enough?
before versus now.
If Sandy Hook wasn't enough, it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
If children, if they can make up conspiracy theories that it never even happened, I don't see what could be worse. And I hate to say this because we know it can be. What could be worse than Sandy Hook to make people not want
and
to have
for the gay community,
even a slight bit of gun control?
I didn't mean to step on you. Oh wait, maybe I did. I agree with your point, and for the gay community, what could not bring us to a greater stop than Pulse? Why isn't the gay community screaming up in arms about the change?
I think we have been.
Hold on one sec. We watched the students at Marjorie Stoneman really take a hold of America's throat and had some positive step forward. We haven't done that in the gay community. They haven't done that in Connecticut. They didn't do that in Las Vegas, and now they have Virginia Beach. And seriously, and I really, honestly, I do want to move on because I'm desensitized to it. There's going to be another one next week, and the week after that, and next month.
We just need to vote.
We don't believe we can do anything about it, and so we don't.
Exactly.
Probably won't change it.
Other big headlines in the news, funny, has to do with Fox News and Elizabeth Warren in the same sentence. Elizabeth Warren said, I'm not going on Fox News because Fox News is basically not really news. It is a propaganda machine. And so therefore she wasn't going to go on it. But a lot of people made the observation, including Democrats, how can Elizabeth Warren be president of the United States and represent all of us and then completely dismiss an entire segment of people that would be supportive of Fox News?
That's what Donald Trump is doing right now.
All right, but you put Elizabeth Warren in the same bucket as Donald Trump?
Not necessarily, but...
and everybody knows I am the biggest anti-Trump, but I have to say, to be fair, when he was running, he did appear on every news station, including CNN, which he hates.
But that wasn't his choice. That was because it got ratings, and that's how our news works.
Ultimately,
it's
it was
literal terrorism.
Ultimately, it was his choice because she made a choice as well to stay off of Fox. So she had that choice. Nobody's forcing him to do anything. Ultimately, he made the choice. I'm sure it wasn't a choice he liked, but he did it. And I do think that there is a point to be made about the fact that, yes, Fox News is fake as fuck, and she does have a point. However, I think that she really should reconsider, because I think it's a valid point that she is supposed to be president for everybody.
Yeah.
Her message might not be welcome, but that's what she signed up for when she decided to run for president of the United States.
She's so far left that I don't think showing up in Fox is going to help or break her. Like, to me, she's never going to convince these people. They're already programmed.
Well, you don't know, because even if it's one vote, that's one more vote that she has. And I will say that for Fox viewers, Pete Buttigieg, for a lot of them, is so far left, even before he opens his mouth, just because he's gay. Yeah. But he had the bravery and the courage.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm going to cut you off. We're going to follow this story for a long time. So I'm sorry to do that. But it's interesting to me on what's going on with Fox and Elizabeth Warren. It is definitely a headline in the week. Thanks for watching It's Happening Out, America's most popular live talk show. If you liked what you heard, for example, every single thing I said, or you didn't like what you heard, for example, every single thing they said, then keep tuning in. Click and subscribe and watch It's Happening Out. You're going to love what I have to tell you.